Hello, Kakarot. I am your brother Raditz. I have come to recruit you to, Mother? Hey guys, DB Rye here, and today I am back with another What If, this time continuing with what if Gine, the mother of Goku, survived? And boy, has it been an interesting journey for her and her son Kakarot, her being a part of the Dragon World and interacting throughout Dragon Ball, getting to compete with her son in all three Tenkaichi Budokais, as well as deal with the whole King Piccolo thing, and again with Piccolo Jr. in the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, and well, we have had quite an era of peace over the last 5 years, and of course with Chi-Chi and Goku getting married and little Gohan being born, a lot of happiness and love has really come into Gine's life as of lately, and she's spent a lot of time with her grandson, playing with him, and in a way, it's like she gets to be a mother again, but except Gohan does have a mother. But whenever Kakarot and Chi-Chi want to go out, Gine is more than happy to watch him. And well, right now, like I said, 5 years had passed, and we are now coming into the events where Dragon Ball Z starts, and well, a certain Saiyan has just landed on planet Earth, and well, attacked a certain farmer. That, of course, would be Raditz, the other son of Gine. And of course, just like in the anime, he has his little run-in with Piccolo before detecting another power level, even greater than his. That would be Goku, and he's curious to wonder what this other power level is with him. Also, pretty much just as high, if not a bit higher. That would be Gine. And well, they're all seem to be gathered in this spot where there are a bunch of people with decent power levels. What's going on here? And well, naturally, the Dragon team are having their big reunion with everyone meeting at the Turtle Home at Master Roshi's house. Everyone just having a good time and being introduced to little Gohan for the first time. Things seem really well and happy. Chi-Chi and Gine pretty much enjoying themselves, preparing food in the kitchen and just laughing with everyone. Meanwhile, Goku's just sort of outside chatting with Bulma, Roshi, and Krillin when they sense an energy of someone approaching. It is, of course, Raditz, who has made his presence known. And well, pretty much the whole thing goes down mostly as per normal, except Goku knows he's a Saiyan, and Kakarot has heard stories about Raditz throughout Gine throughout the years, so it wasn't hard for Goku to sort of put two and two together on who this Saiyan was, and Raditz feeling a little bit insulted that this Saiyan is not putting up his guard or, sizing him up the way that Saiyans normally do, and Raditz sort of considered this a bit of an insult. Does Kakarot know nothing of his heritage? And, suddenly Gine comes out hearing all the ruckus. Hey, what's with all this ruckus? And Raditz looks to see his mother standing there. Mother? So you're that other power level I was reading. And well, you've been here the whole time? I thought you would I thought you were lost with Planet Vegeta when the asteroid hit it. And well, this is where things begin to differ a little bit in the story, and well, Gine filling in Raditz with what actually happened. Raditz in a way actually felt even more betrayed because, well, she picked little Kakarot over him and, didn't even consider that maybe he was alive out there somewhere. I mean, Gine knew Raditz was off-world, but a sort of, fact that, Gine sort of forgot over the years. And, if Gine, had have, thought that maybe Raditz was alive, or maybe that she'd be able to find him somehow, then yeah, you gotta remember, her scouter was destroyed. So even if she knew Raditz was alive, it's not like she'd be able to really find him. It'd be a lot of wondering. So it really wasn't a possibility, but Raditz was still upset. And did he really believe that Frieza blew up the planet? Yes and no, but it didn't change really the situation that Raditz is in. The fact of the matter, Raditz fears Vegeta and Frieza a hell of a lot more than he does his mother. So, well, with a sudden attack, Raditz blindsides his brother and takes Gohan hostage. I hope you guys are listening. I will be back here tomorrow, and you better have slain 100 humans by then. The whole ultimatum he gives Goku, or in this case Kakarot, in the original anime. And well, if Gine had have teamed up with her son, they may have been able to have fended off Raditz right then and there, but because Gine hesitated, Raditz got that shot in and grabbed Gohan, and has now since flew off with him. And then we get the whole Piccolo showing up. Listen, I could care less what happens to your son, but we both know this Saiyan is a threat, agreed? How about we team up for this? I suggest a truce. And after this business is done, you are next, Kakarot. And don't think I've forgotten about you, Gine. Gine, still just bewildered that she's seen her oldest son again, but also just feeling heartbroken that her sons are about to fight each other. And with that, Kakarot taking the Dragon Raider, getting on his Nimbus Cloud, they're in hot pursuit of Raditz. And pretty much the fight goes down and plays out as per normal. Everyone else following in the spaceship. Did Gine go after him as well? Yes, after she managed to sort of pull herself together at the gravity of the situation. Gine actually flies off after him and completely passes the little Bulma's plane. And well, when Gine does arrive at the battlefield, we're at the final moments of the battle, where Kakarot has Raditz in the full Nelson and Piccolo's getting ready to fire the special beam cannon. Gine can sense how powerful that beam is. If Piccolo fires that, it's going to go through both her sons. And at that moment, Gine had to make a terrifying choice. If she doesn't act now, she could lose both her sons. And well, even though there are, Dragon Balls, what else are you going to do when your kids are threatened like this? And well, without thinking, without putting her own life into consideration, she puts herself in front of Raditz and Kakarot and takes the full front of Piccolo's attack, buying Raditz that extra second to pull free from Kakarot, and the beam narrowly misses them both, but the special beam cannon has indeed pierced Gine through and through, and Gine is lying there dying. And it was at that moment where Raditz began to sort of change his ways. That sort of, what have I done? Sort of thought going through him. After all, Raditz didn't intend on killing anyone. He wanted to recruit Kakarot into the Frieza Force. Sure, he would have beaten Kakarot in a submission, and yes, even threatened to kill his own nephew, but he wasn't actually going to do it. He only wanted Kakarot to go with him. And well, Kakarot and Raditz are kneeling before Gine together, just holding her hand, and Raditz is going, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for any of this to happen." Raditz also removed his scouter, by the way. So at this point, Raditz and Nappa cannot listen in. And Gine just sort of looking to her oldest boy, saying, "It's alright, Raditz. I know you're scared. I know you're afraid of Frieza and what Vegeta might do to you. It's fine. You know what you've done was wrong. And you know, that means there is hope for you yet. We'll have a talk when I get back." And with that, Gine passes, and Piccolo, being cluey, catches on what's going on here, doesn't choose to attack Raditz and finish him off. And well, Kakarot, being upset, "Don't worry, Mum. I'll get the Dragon Balls and we'll bring you back right away." And this going through Raz, "Dragon Balls? Bring her back?" He sort of grabs Kakarot. "Is that actually possible, brother? Can we bring her back, really?" And Kakarot just sort of, "Yes, we can." Kakarot, not sure whether to really trust Raditz or not, but not really having much choice, now that Raditz reveals the fact that there are going to be Saiyans coming here in a year, Nappa and Vegeta, to finish what Raditz had started, bringing Kakarot in the fold. And now that they know about Gine and the half-breed, Gohan, they're going to be coming for sure. The beginnings of a little Saiyan army. Perhaps they could even become strong enough to overthrow Frieza. So Vegeta and Nappa are not going to be passing that up. And meanwhile, Kami has spread the news to Gine, who is now in Otherworld, getting permission from King Yama to, train with King Kai. And with her record, it is somewhat a little sketchy. After all, she had helped Saiyans wipe out civilizations in the past. Not for very long, it was like a single mission. But still, billions of lives were still on Gine's head. But with her record in how many times she's helped save planet Earth from certain doom and destruction, has definitely gone a big way into her favor. And King Yama does grant Gine permission to go to King Kai's and receive training. And meanwhile, Raditz, along with the entire Dragon team, and including his brother, and even Piccolo, and Gohan, despite Chi-Chi's many reservations, have begun training in preparation for Vegeta and Nappa. Raditz teaching the Earthlings all about how Vegeta and Nappa work, how they work. So after all, Raditz's knowledge about the duo is very useful, even developing some team attacks which may be able to catch the duo off guard, and of course warning them about the Cybermen. And well, I'm pretty sure that's going to be useful. And this may increase their overall survival rate while they wait for Gine to get back after Kami filled them in on the situation there. And well, Gine does make it to King Kai's world in record time, a lot faster than Goku did, not falling off Snake Way for starters, and being a little bit stronger than what Kakarot was. She, was able to move faster. She got there in almost half the time it took Kakarot to get there. And well, King Kai pretty much being knowledgeable of the situation, of course, does agree to train Gine. Now, Gine does not fall for what Goku did in the original, mistaking a monkey for the martial arts master. So, there's no hilarious moment where Gine's copying bubbles like Goku does in the original. Sorry guys, I know that would have been funny to picture, but no. And with that, the training goes pretty much at a faster rate than what Kakarot did. Remember, Gine's used to gravity training. She did have a little trouble walking on it at first, being away from planet Vegeta for so long, which had roughly the same force of gravity. She had to sort of readapt, and just like Kakarot, her powers increase exponentially doing this training. And yes, she does of course learn Kaioken and the Spirit Bomb, and thanks to a little bit of extra time in the training, she's able to actually push her Kaioken to ×4, no problem. She had the time to do the extra training and being able to adapt her body to the conditions. So she can actually go ×4, which I suppose you could say ultimately pushes her power beyond what Kakarot's was in the original timeline. And well, meanwhile, actually, forget the meanwhile. And with that, with the training pretty much finished, Gine pretty much begins heading her way to Earth, predicting that she'd actually be back on planet before the battle even starts. Nearly a good 12 hours before the battle. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. And the Dragon Team do wish her back with the Dragon Balls, as you'd imagine, and she is on her way back. Except, this is where things begin to differ here. I want to throw a little bit of a side story here, a bit of a fun side story, since we got Gine in Otherworld. She took a bit of a reckless step and ended up tripping herself on Snake Way, and she actually falls off a Snake Way on the way back. She didn't do it on the way there, but we're going to have her fall on the way back. And she has landed in Hell. And of course that means she has met Goz and Mez, who basically told her it is impossible to get back up there. And well, since she's there exploring, she can't help but feel a sort of familiar presence there. It's a familiar presence, but it's darker than what it used to be. Gine, recognizing this voice as the voice of her dead husband, Bardock. And Gine follows where this sort of voice seems to be coming from, and just following this energy. And this leads her to a really dark and dreadful place in this realm of Hell. After all, where Goz and Mez are is a more lighter, easier, like it's another plane of Hell. This is basically where you go, where you first get sent down, and then later on you're organized where you're meant to be. Like with Frieza in Dragon Ball Super, how he ends up in that place where he's surrogated by teddy bears. Well, this place where Gine is going to is reserved for the worst of the worst. But DB Rai, how is Bardock anywhere near the worst of the worst? Well, mistakes happen. And well, Bardock actually has a higher kill count than Frieza's. Just due to the fact Frieza pretty much only kills when it suits him, killing people who disobey him, and killing people when he's angry, or whenever Frieza would actually wipe out a planet himself, it would mean that the planet was completely useless to him. Or in Planet Vegeta's case, a threat to him. And Bardock has actually technically wiped out more civilizations than Frieza, since he does all the grunt work himself. So it makes sense that he'd actually be put in this really dark and evil place. And well, with that, Gine follows along until she finds this really dark realm, except most of it is pretty much surrounded and engulfed in fire. Gine. And with that, she sees this almost dark, spirit-looking figure in a silhouette shape of her husband. And with a little bit of as Gine approaches and gets closer, it is revealed that it is indeed Bardock, who sees his wife the first time since being in this place, who has been nothing but in constant agony this entire time for all these years. He's just telling her, "Get away from here! Run! Go! Leave!" The insanity of the flames getting to him, and Gine pretty much runs and gets away, but the flames are wanting to claim her in. She should not have entered this place. However, thanks to the additional power from King Kai and her training, Gine was able to power up to Kaioken and fly her way out of there before the flames could grab her. And through that moment, Bardock was able to sort of force through the pain, smirk at Gine, realizing that she has gotten stronger since he last saw her, and pretty much that moment pretty much leaves and he's back to being tortured. Yes, sorry guys, if you thought that I was actually going to be pulling Bardock out of there and somehow he's resurrected as well, nah, there's just no way to get to him. But rest assure you, Gine was happy to see her husband again, even for that brief moment. And this sort of brought a bit more peace to Gine in terms of letting that whole part of her life go. And Bardock likewise, seeing that Gine has managed to grow stronger over the years. And well, with that, she actually stumbles upon the way out of hell without having to do any of that ridiculous fiasco with Goz and Mez, and she's back on Snake Way, making her way back to the planet. Meanwhile, the battle between the Earthlings and the Saiyans Nappa and Vegeta have begun as per normal, with Raditz basically leading the charge against the Saiyans. And the huge difference is no one was killed by the Cybermen, because Raditz was able to basically warn Yamcha to duck before the Cybermen could grab hold of him, blow himself up, and Raditz pretty much took out the Cybermen. "Hey Vegeta, it seems Raditz actually is stronger than a Cyberman." And well, the whole battle between Nappa and the Earthlings plays out differently also, with Raditz and the Earthlings using those team tactics that we mentioned earlier on in the part, ultimately bringing Nappa to his knees and pretty much neutralized his ability to fight. And, well, this led to Nappa actually being defeated by the entire group, and Vegeta is pretty much surrounded by the entire Dragon team, when suddenly Gine is brought to the fold as well. And well, no matter what, Vegeta cannot fight all these guys banded together like this. It's, even for Vegeta, this is too much. He does give it the old college try, mind you, Vegeta's pride and all. But ultimately, Vegeta was forced to flee in the end. Firing up a Grade 8 ball, and Raditz and Kakarot, who actually still has his tail in this timeline, transforming into Grade Apes, and the Dragon team were distracted, dealing with that mess, giving Vegeta the time to flee, and that pretty much ends the battle, and with Raditz and Kakarot having their tails removed. And being adults now, this would mean that their tails do not grow back again after this. They're too old for their tails to grow back at this point. And I think that's actually where we're going to leave things for now. So what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this installment? Did you like the little side adventure that I did with Gine on the way back. I thought it was pretty cool to sort of put that in there as a sort of final farewell to for Gine and her husband Bardock, since Bardock was dead somewhere in Otherworld in Earth's Hell, and we finally had a reason to have Gine in Otherworld. Alright. So, let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video around, because yeah, any more viewers and help like that is definitely appreciated on this channel. And I'll see you guys again for the next video. Alright. Catch you later. See you around.